Welcome, 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 welcome. So the Gaza-bound flotilla called the Handala ship have been um, have been seized on the coast of the Mediterranean, about I think 2 or 3 nautical miles close to the coast of Gaza. And this is a standard practice by Israel. They have warned that they will not allow any supplies into the Gaza Strip. This has been a standard practice by Israel. So we are yet to get more information. Crew of Handala, which includes several activists and journalists, warned that they will hunger strike if Israel stops them from reaching the strip. So IDF have warned that they will maintain a maritime blockade. So I'll be giving you guys more updates on this. Um, I need to post this real quick. So Israel has warned that they will maintain a maritime blockade on the Gaza Strip. Yeah. So guys, the Handala flotilla has been seized. This is from 4 hours ago. Today being the 26th of August 2025, the Handala flotilla, which is carrying aid bound for the Gaza Strip, as a symbolic gesture to break this Israeli blockade, have been surrounded and seized by the IDF, and some of the activists on board, their fate is yet to be known. What we are hearing is that some of them have thrown their phone into the sea, and we have lost contact with all of them. During the course of the Israeli seizure of the Handala flotilla, some of them were doing the live stream. They were showing drones flying over them, 2 or 3 nautical miles from the coast of Gaza, in the eastern part of the Mediterranean. Israel have insisted that they will maintain the blockade on the Gaza Strip, that nothing will go in until the IDF says so. And it's likely that Israel will detain some of the activists, take them in for questioning. Some of them might be even detained in Israel, and others might be sent back to their various countries. Among those on crew is Jacob Berger, who is very active on social media and have been talking about this issue of Palestine and the Israeli atrocities that has been happening in Palestine. He's also a major target for them because he's a Jewish guy that stand against what Israel is doing in Gaza. So, like I said, this is from about 4 hours ago. They say this is from the Times of Israel saying that the IDF expect to intercept latest aid flotilla approaching Gaza. That has happened already. Let's continue to advocate and call for the release of this activist on board the Handan flotilla. So, guys, the Handala flotilla has been seized. This is from 4 hours ago. Today being the 26th of August 2025, the Handala flotilla, which is carrying aid bound for the Gaza Strip, as a symbolic gesture to break this Israeli blockade, have been surrounded and seized by the IDF, and some of the activists on board, their fate is yet to be known. What we are hearing is that some of them have thrown their phone into the sea, and we have lost contact with all of them. During the course of the Israeli seizure of the Handala flotilla, some of them were doing the live stream. They were showing drones flying over them, 2 or 3 nautical miles from the coast of Gaza, in the eastern part of the Mediterranean. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. Israel have insisted that they will maintain a blockade on the Gaza Strip, that nothing will go in until the IDF says so. And it's likely that Israel will detain some of the activists, take them in for questioning. Some of them might be even detained in Israel, and others might be sent back to their various countries. Among those on crew is Jacob Berger, who is very active on social media and have been talking about this issue of Palestine and Israeli atrocities. Welcome, guys. So I'll be talking about what is really going on with the Handala flotilla that has been captured by the IDF. So I'm trying to post a quick video on that as well as we continue the live stream section. Um, it is important for us to continue to amplify the voices of the Palestinian people and of oppressed people around the world. It's uh, it's crazy. So it's called the Handala Flotilla. Reports coming out over the past hours or so is that it has been seized by the IDF. and that the whereabouts of this activist currently is unknown. So today being the 7th, 26th, 2025, let's continue to call for the release of this. Man, I don't know what I did with this date. I need to write it again. So today's 26th, 11, 2025. Thank you so much, guys. Let's continue to tap and share. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep the conversation going. Oh man, this is not where I wanted to post it anyway. Israel have seized the Handala flotilla with activists on board, with people like Jacob Berger, who is a Jewish activist speaking on behalf of Palestine, have all been detained. And all of this happened about 2 hours ago, today being the 26th of August 2025. Israel is imposing a complete blockade on the Gaza Strip, and they are preventing any aid from reaching the Gaza Strip. These activists have a clear goal: to break the blockade, to give hope to the Palestinians, to make them know that the world still remembers them, to draw attention to this situation in the Gaza Strip. Israel have seized the Handala flotilla. Let's continue to amplify this video. The first thing you need to do is to share this video to as many people as possible. Leave a comment below, and don't forget to leave a like on this video. Let's amplify the voices of the people that are oppressed around the world, particularly those in Palestine. And thank you so much, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's keep sharing the video. So the reports coming out is that Israel have detained the Handala flotilla, which is bound for the Gaza Strip. It's crazy, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep tapping and sharing. Yes, so let's look at the latest updates. Like I said, most of the activists on board have been in Israel to intercept Handala Flotilla. This is they've done that already. So 8 boats. This is from 2 hours ago, and I'm going to read what the latest update is about. IDF intercept Gaza-bound flotilla. Uh, Pro-Palestinian ship Handala as it approaches Gaza. The Handala ship, which left Italy with pro-Palestinian activists on board, is approaching Gaza, and the IDF have taken control of it. The flotilla left the city of Syracuse in Italy towards the Gaza Strip about 2 weeks ago with a declared goal of breaking the siege on Gaza. Yeah, that was the goal, to break the siege on Gaza. Israel have hijacked the Handala flotilla bound for Gaza to break the blockade to give the Palestinians a hope. What the hell is going on? The international community need to rise up right now. Israel have detained. Let's see. Israel have seized the Handala flotilla bound for Gaza with pro-Palestinian activists on board. This is not the first time. Israel have continued to maintain this blockade on the Gaza Strip since 2007. And Israel have detained the Handala flotilla, which took off 2 weeks ago from Syracuse along the coast of the Mediterranean, in the Western Med in particular, bound for the Eastern Mediterranean to break the blockade on the Gaza Strip. Israel have seized the Handala flotilla and seized all the activists on board. Let's continue to amplify this video, share this video to as many people as possible. Let's call attention to what is going on in Gaza. Let's shine a light on the atrocities that is being committed in Gaza right now and put an end to this madness. So this Handala flotilla took off from Syracuse in the western part of the Mediterranean. bound for Gaza with the intention of breaking the blockade, and Israel have seized it. Again, with no repercussion whatsoever. This is what we continue to see every day. No repercussion whatsoever. Israel have seized the Handala flotilla with the activists on board. Let's continue to draw attention to what is going on. Let's continue to call on the international community to intervene. Enough is enough. What is really going on, guys? This is the update. It's coming around the world right now. Israel have finally seized the Handala flotilla. And as the live stream continues, I'll continue to show you guys what is happening in real time. I'll show you guys what is going on in real time. There's even on board a former European Parliament member. I don't know what is going on. Israel have surrounded and seized the Handala flotilla, which took off from Syracuse about 2 weeks ago, headed towards the Gaza Strip to break the Israeli blockade on Gaza and to provide support for the Palestinians. Israel, it's crazy what's happening, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So the IDF has just intercepted the Handala flotilla. Like I said, I'll continue to give you guys the updates in real time as we continue to monitor the situation. Give you guys the updates in real time as we continue to monitor the situation. And there are activists on board. It's crazy what's going on, guys. It's crazy. So just coming in now, Israel have finally uh, have boarded Gaza-bound Handala. Israeli soldiers, Israeli army. have surrounded the Handala Gaza bound aid, attempting to break Israel's blockade, according to the French former member of European Parliament on board. Um, Today alone, at least 71 people have been killed in Israeli attacks on Gaza since dawn on Saturday, including 42 aid seekers. 42. So this is from 19 minutes ago. Israeli soldiers have boarded Gaza-bound Handala. A live stream shared by Freedom Flotilla Coalition shows at least half a dozen Israeli soldiers have boarded the aid vessel. Crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on. Yeah, it's crazy. So, Handala crew member says Israel forces have reached the aid ship. Emma For You, a French member of the European Parliament and part of the Gaza-bound Handala crew, says Israel forces have approached the vessel. The Israeli army is here, she wrote in her post on X, adding that she and other activists aboard would throw their phones into the sea. Wow. Her remarks comes as Al Jazeera Arabic reports that three Israeli naval vessels have neared the ship hours after its crew said an Israeli drone has been circling overhead. I mean, they are using this overwhelming force against civilians. I'd love to see how they will deal with other countries that have equal measure of power to deal with them. Honestly, the way and manner they are, they use all this charade, like all this. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Overwhelming force. Hmm. Yeah. Every one of my colleagues is hungry, said humanitarian in Gaza, Caroline. And by the way, look, it's not just about the citizens and of Gaza and the Palestinians that are going through this. It's also human rights activists. It's all sort of people in Gaza that are there, have refused to leave, providing this assistance that are undergoing this, trauma and this. It's crazy. It's crazy what is happening. Let's continue to amplify the voices of the people, that have been put through this mess. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So, reports coming out, like I said earlier, is that the Handala flotilla have been hijacked. It has been seized by the Israeli Defense Force, the IDF, and more than half a dozen uh, Israeli soldiers have boarded, or Navy or naval officers have boarded the vessel and have detained the activists on board, including a former EU parliamentarian who is on board and who said that all of them are going now to throw their phones into the ocean, to throw their phones into the sea. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's continue to amplify the voices, of the people in Gaza that right now have no food. There's no water. Even the humanitarian aid workers there are being fired at point blank by Israel. And now they have decided to seize this flotilla, which is more or less of a symbolic gesture to break the blockade on the Gaza Strip. Israel have decided Gaza-bound Handala flotilla seized. A lot of people on board, activists, even some Jewish people on board. Jacob Berger is on board, the former European parliamentarian. There are a lot of top people on board that flotilla. And the IDF have seized it. They have detained it. It's crazy. Yeah, somebody is telling me to show the video. I can't show the video. It will be copyrighted. I would, and this is why I'm going to share my screen if you guys want to see it with you to see. This is crazy, man. It's crazy. So let's look at the updates. What's happening right now? Israeli army surrounds Gaza-bound it. I think they've seized it and brought it on board. Handala crew member says Israel forces have reached the aid ship. This is from Emma For You. Lami Israeli, she spoke in French, by the way. Um, I'm going to share my screen in a second for you guys to see the updates. I'll try to share my screen. Give me a second. Do I share my screen now? Share screen. Okay, let's look at this. So this is from Al Jazeera. Israeli army surrounds Gaza-bound aid ship as attacks kill 71 today. So the Israeli army has surrounded the Handala, the Gaza-bound aid ship, attempting to break Israel's blockade, according to the French former member of European Parliament on board. If you go down a bit, Israel soldiers have boarded Gaza-bound Handala. A live stream shared by Freedom Flotilla Coalition shows at least half a dozen Israeli soldiers have boarded the aid vessel. Half a dozen have boarded the aid vessel. Yeah, it's crazy. Enough is enough, guys. So I'm going to take this one out. Let's know this. Okay, so how do I do this now? So basically, if I can share this update. So Israeli soldiers have boarded Gaza-bound Handala. A live stream shared between Freedom Flotilla coalition shows at least half a dozen have been arrested. Israeli soldiers rather boarding the Handala flotilla. Enough is enough. We need to call this bullshit out for once and for all. Every one of my colleagues is hungry. This is coming from Caroline Valman, a Gaza city-based project coordinator with Medicine Sans Frontières, says the hunger crisis in the enclave extends even to her own colleagues. Every single one of my colleagues is hungry, she told Al Jazeera last week. There were a few days where there was absolutely nothing in the market. Many of them came to work not having eaten for 24 to 48 hours. Jesus Christ. Even for those who have a salary, when there is nothing in the market, there's nothing you can do. While a community kitchen, her colleagues While a community kitchen, her colleagues can access have begun offering a small portion of rice in recent days. Valman said they are likely to give most of their food to their hungry children. I know for a fact that many of my colleagues will not eat the rice because they have hungry children at home, so they will take that rice and feed their children instead, she said. It's crazy, man. This is crazy. Oh my God. Crazy but you like it. Roka, roka, roka. And crazy but you like it. 51, 59, 51, and 59. I think 51 and 59. Let's see. Crazy but you like it. Roka, roka, roka. Ah, yes. Crazy but you. Lewis. Remis. Crazy but you like it. Ruka, ruka, ruka. Every one of my colleagues is hungry. Let's stop sharing the screen. Let's look at what the BBC is saying as well. Um, Gaza AIDS site offered a women only day. It didn't stop the unaliving. Trump calls on Thailand and Cambodia to stop fighting. Well, well, well. Finally, Scotland. Okay, so Cambodia calls for immediate ceasefire with Thailand as that. Um, wow, Ubon. So it's the border towns, basically. Phnom Penh, Gulf of Thailand. Karu, karu, ka. Karu, karu, ka. Thailand foreign minister told the Reuters that there's no need for third-party mediation on the conflict. Wow, they don't need third-party mediation. Karu, karu, ka. Ruka, ruka, ruka. Crazy, but you like it. Okay, I'm going to mute my. Thank you guys for joining. Let's keep sharing. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comments. I'll see it, okay? Israel sees the Handala Flotilla bound for Gaza, detaining pro-Palestinian activists on board. Uh, yeah, let's keep sharing, guys. Crazy, but you like it. Luka, ruka, ruka. Handala Flotilla have been seized, guys. Crazy, but you like it. Ruka, ruka, ruka. Ruka, ruka, ruka. What you like it. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep tapping and sharing as we get more updates. I'll be feeding you as we get more updates, guys. Welcome to this live stream section. So Israel have seized the Handala Flotilla, which is bound for Gaza Strip, and not just that they've seized the flotilla, they have detained the activists on board the flotilla, including them a former European Union parliamentarian, and also a former European Union parliamentarian, and also um, other activists on board the flotilla that have been detained illegally. And this is what Israel have been doing over the years. They have maintained this blockade on the Gaza Strip since 2007, and it's really disturbing. This is really, really disturbing. Another quick update, guys. Six people have been killed in terrorist attack in Iran. Six people have been unalived in a terrorist attack in Iran, which is a really disturbing situation as well. Yeah, you watch them as they jump on board the flotilla. Yeah, this is what they've been doing. Um, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. This jihadist group, Jaish al-Adl, the Army of Truth have taken responsibility for their. So, as we speak as well, other activities, are going on in. Thank you so much, guys. Did you see? So, did you see what? Did you see a lot of fake army? Yeah, I saw that. Lily, welcome. Welcome, Susu. Lina, thank you, Lina. Yeah, as the updates continue to roll in, I'll furnish you guys with more information. I'll continue to furnish you guys with more information. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep it. Let's keep the live stream rolling. Let's keep liking and sharing. Yeah, and they say that they threw their phones uh, in the sea as the ITF boarded the vessel. I mean, it's kind of easy for these guys to act like they are somehow warriors, jumping on board on the vessel that contain a lot of harmless people. People like Jacob Berger and all these guys. I want to see when they fight real army and how they can perform. It's crazy. It's easy for them. They're armed to the teeth, fighting against those that have nothing but stones, uh, and they're claiming to be real men. Yeah, what's the question? Mhm. I don't know, man. Question has no. I mean, you're saying what I consider them. What I consider them does not matter, to be honest. It's what they are doing. You see what they are doing right now. So it's not about what I think or what my opinion is. You already said what they are. You call them terrorists. Yeah, but I don't disagree with you, to be honest. Mhm. I want to do like a quick video. I'll bring you back up in a second. I Guys, let's continue to if you guys get any update as well, you can furnish us. I saw a quick one from so I want to do a quick video on that as well and post. And it's easy for me to do most of these kind of quick hand videos. It's easy. Sorry, guys, I need to do this real quick. I didn't mean to drop the dude, but I have to. In Iran, six people have been brutally unalived as a result of a terroristic attack that happened to Jaish al-Adal. Okay. In Iran, six people have been brutally eliminated. Is that eliminated or liquidated? In Iran, six people have been brutally liquidated as a result of terroristic attacks carried out by a Pakistani-based jihadist organization called Jaish al-Adal. They have taken responsibility for these attacks in Iran. This is the first major incident after the US and Israeli attack on Iran. If it's so weird that in 2025 we can all see everything happening, and yeah, we can see everything happening. It's being recorded in full in HD, but nobody can do anything. It's being recorded. You are seeing what is going on, but nobody can lift a single finger. It's insane. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Bibi Rasulullah. I mean, is that what you feel the kind of name you want to have? Man, I don't know, man. These guys have lost their mind. I think that person is that you, David? I think it's David. I genuinely think it's David. Genuinely think it's David. Now they have finally boarded the boat and they've seized this guy, so I'm not surprised. And there's a possibility that they might detain them. But I think there's a European Union, a former European Union parliamentarian that's on board the vessel as well, and a few other people. Yeah, I think it's David. I think it's David. Because he's the only one that come up with stupid stuff like that. Yeah, BB is a war criminal. I know. I know for sure it's David. David, what's going on? What is going to happen to Jacob Berger and the other guys now? Are you still going to keep them hostage? Are you going to detain them? Are you going to keep them there forever? What do you guys want to do with them now? What's up, Bobby? Good to see you. Good to see you, Bobby. As always. Mm, do. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm doing good, Magician. Welcome. I'm doing good. Let's continue to tap and share, guys. Let's push the live stream to other people so we can see what's going on. I would also be showing on my second phone as I get more updates. I'll be showing on my second phone as I get more updates, guys. So don't forget to serve. You have YouTube. Yes, I have YouTube. I do. SA. Lina, can you leave? Can you write my YouTube in the comments, Lina? Okay, I'm gonna tag you, please, because I think Lina is busy. That's my YouTube. Welcome, guys. Mm, Will Pruitt, thank you so much for joining. Did the Handela got boarded, and they've taken it hostage. They've taken the Handala and seized all the activists on board. There is even a European Union parliamentarian, ex-European Union parliamentarian on board that they've also detained. It's yeah. But are you guys surprised by any of this? I'm not surprised, to be honest. This is the standard practice in Israel. This is what they've been doing. They've been doing all of this and getting away. They've been doing this and getting away with this. So nobody's surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't know why you guys are surprised. So 2 minutes coming from the Jerusalem Post. Activists aboard the Handala ship on Saturday say they are approaching. Okay, so this is from the Jerusalem Post. It's like the updates for Jerusalem Post is so old. The the ICC is not. ICC does not exist. It is toothless. It is lame. It is weak. It is non-existent. And who are the people that run the ICC? The same people. So what are you expecting from them? Honestly, what do you expect from the ICC? I don't know, man. It's a crazy one. IDFC second Gaza aid flotilla. So this is from let's see. I'm good. Welcome. How you doing? No, I was trying to connect my headphone. Yeah. America has to fall. That's the only thing. Or some radical some radical reformation or change has to happen in the United States. What's up, Princess? That's the only thing that can happen. I mean, if you're going to just hope that things get right, I don't think anything is going to change, to be honest. The only thing that's going to change is going to be the complete overhaul of the system. What's going on, Princess? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. I love join. That's what they do. I mean, what that's the standard practice. Once they go, they want to stop everything being recorded. So, like, they want to control the narrative. So the Israelis that boarded that flotilla, they have cameras on them. So the only information you can get is from Israel. So they want to stop the boat transmitting information outside or any sort of. So even if they beat them there, brutalize them, inject them with something, you don't have any evidence. So they are trying to terrorize them so they can. It's more or less they don't want the international attention that it's getting. And they know that if they bought that flotilla, it's going to be like streaming live. People, they don't really know what is going on. So they want to make sure that the information is not being transmitted in real time because it's going to draw a lot of pressure. Yeah, they're telling them, yeah, but they're telling them to lie down. They're telling them to put your hands up or lie down. That's the way it is. Nothing will happen. Yeah, nothing will happen to them. And even if anything happens to them, God forbid, not I mean nobody's going to do anything. Nobody's going to say anything. This is the way. This is why I'm complaining and I'm saying that it's not just because of Israel, it's the United States. The reason why they're able to get away with everything is because of America. It's crazy. I don't know, man. You know that there's a uh-huh. Uh. So basically, um, yeah, yeah. So Israel is trying to look good. This time, it's not getting enough coverage. Not a lot of people know about it, but this time they have people like Jacob Berger on the live stream that's hated in Israel at the moment. They say he's Jewish. Oh, look at this fat Jewish guy. He's coming here to like this is what they're saying about him in Israel. Because I see what most of them are writing, not on TikTok, like on most of their local press. This is what they're talking about. So they see him as a sellout, and if anything is going to happen, God forbid, he's going to feel the full brunt. And then the second part, there's an EU member, an ex-European Union member on board that. I think it's the highest ranking person on the vessel. So they are going to detain them. But the problem with Israel detaining people is that when they detain you, they can inject you with different things. Israel is like, you know how the Yazis were doing and injecting people and doing human experiment? That's what Israel does. Once they take people to prison, you never come out the same. You never come out the same. This is the kind of people we are dealing with. The only revolt you can do is against your own government. The power, the source of Israeli power, source of Israeli power is the lack of ostracization of Israel. If Israel is ostracized and treated like it has real leprosy, all of this will end. But they're normalizing it, they're accepting it, and say, oh, well, you cannot blame the Israel. Look at October 7th, we have to, these are the only Jewish people in the world, we have to protect them, and yada, yada, yada. And as long as that continues to go on, I'm sorry, this is the situation. Yeah, by Edelson. Yeah. I think somebody reported that as well on it's out there. This is on the recognition of Jerusalem. Yeah, the richest Israeli person is Madam Edelson, the lady from the what's up what's up, my Afghani sister, how you doing? It's been a while. So it's the West is the problem. Yeah. Guys, let's like and share this live stream. It's too still. No comments, no likes, no shares. Let's keep doing that. What did you say? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know because it's. I mean, you look at the Federal Reserve System. Look at the major banks. People that control it in the U.S. are Jews, right? They have a lot of leverage, and they are throwing their power around and lobbying and pushing around a lot of people in Washington. So, because of that enormous power of lobbying and influencing, it's going to be difficult for you to say this is what the straw that breaks the camel's back. The only thing that will change radically if America is pushed to the point where Israel attacks American interests or attacks America directly. Even at that, nothing will happen. If Israelis, if Israel plans terroristic attack in America, they will still say, "Oh well, it's a mistake. You know, these are our allies. This is what." Look, you don't know what is going on. America is for sale. Yeah, America is completely for sale. I don't. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on, man. I posted a video earlier about the Yinhe incident in 1993. Many of you are familiar with this incident. Now, Lily, I want you to listen to this. 1993, Bill Clinton was in power. America went to the Indian Ocean. There was a Chinese cargo that was coming. America in fact, forced all the countries around to deny docking rights to that Yinhe vessel. And what they did, they switched off the GPS. So the GPS is the global positioning system. It's owned by America. It is controlled by the U.S. Army, by the U.S. Military. The U.S. military controls the GPS. The GPS you use in your car, you use for navigation. It is controlled and operated by the American military. So you can see anything you are doing, basically. So they stopped that in cargo ship. You can check it. It's called, I'm going to leave it in the comment section. Yinhe, yeah, just hold on. This is very important. So the Yinhe incident in 1993 marked a turning point. They humiliated China. So that it was carrying goods bound for Europe or the Middle East, and America accused it of carrying chemical weapons to Iran, and they stranded that vessel on the Indian Ocean for 24 days. I repeat, they stranded that vessel on the Indian Ocean for 24 days, and eventually they gave them back the GPS signal, and then boarded that vessel, forced themselves on board that vessel, took it to the port of Jeddah, and searched that vessel, and they found nothing on it. America did not apologize, did not offer restitution. And you know what the people in Clinton's government said? They said, yeah, well, the Chinese are the ones that caused it. They are the ones that are not honest enough from the beginning. If they are honest, America will have no reason to doubt them. So basically, you kept people on without food. You kept them on the sea for 24 days. You eventually seized that boat, inspected it, and found nothing. It is a day that China will never forget. And this is why they went on to develop their own system. Anytime America does something, people look for alternative. Anytime it happens, like the war between Russia and Ukraine is creating alternatives like never before to the SWIFT system, to the dollar, to the petrodollar, and so on and so forth. And anytime Israel bombs one country in the region, in the name of America, people begin to seek alternatives. This is why Egypt is saying, hang on a second. We saw the position that America took against Iran and helping Israel to bomb. Turkey is now saying, we are a member of NATO, but if Israel bombs up tomorrow, no NATO member is going to stand in our defense. America is going to join Israel in bombing us. So they are seeking alternative sources. This is the only thing that can eventually lead to the decline of American power, which is the only thing. This is the only thing that can change this existing order. So Israel is doing whatever in the region in the name of the United States. So you can check up that incident. Most of you are not familiar with that. And also there was the bombing in 1996 or 1997 of the Chinese embassy in Belgrade. Unalive 6 Chinese workers. America said it was a mistake. So this is what they do. Like basically you go to a country and bomb another embassy. Everything Israel is doing today and whatever they're saying, oh, it's a mistake. No, it's not. It's they learned everything from the United States. What happened? Hmm. Crazy. Now think about this. Think about it, magician. If somebody in America within the system like the way hate the way you're talking, they just come and pick you up from your house and they said you committed terrorism in Nicaragua. I mean, who's going to doubt the United States? They say it on the media carries it. I mean, who's going to believe you? Nobody will believe you. Nobody know who you are. They're going to believe whatever I say about you. And even if the truth, another president comes and say, "Well, this is wrong," they're not going to apologize to you. America is not going to look stupid in front of the world. They just they'll either release you or unalive you. This is what they do, including Israel. If Israel comes out and say this person is a T, the media is going to relay it without any sort of investigation, and that's it. Once they take a position, that's it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they've seized the. I don't know what will happen. Let's look at what Andolo Agency is saying, which is a Turkish-based media outlet. Um, Israel bound Gaza-bound aid ship Handala issues distress call as Israel forces approach. This is from 2 hours ago. Let's look at the latest update. 21 civilians issued a distress call on Saturday after Israeli forces began approaching it, according to the International Committee on Break the Siege of Gaza. Um, okay, this is an old news, but basically, I'm not really seeing any report in real time. So Israel have allowed airdrops the system they are currently using is not working. This is why people are being unalived. Now they have finally decided to accept airdrops. Did you guys see that? Let's see the source of this news. Aid airdrops to resume in Gaza. This is from Saturday, July 26, 10:20 p.m., which is 20 minutes ago. Israel said Saturday it will allow food to be airdropped to Gaza and designate humanitarian corridors for UN aid convoys as thousands of Palestinians face the threat of widespread famine. And you hear them every day denying that there's no famine. Michelle, thank you. You hear them denying every day that nothing of that sort is happening. Everything is fine. Everything is fantastic. And now Israel is admitting that there's famine. And you have random people on TikTok. Hold on. You have random people on TikTok that are, supporting Israel or living in America. Most of them very ignorant people, don't care about what is happening and only look at the news that they like and saying, "Oh well, this is not happening. It's all fake news." And somebody was showing an AI photo yesterday. Say, "Oh, look at that lady. She's fat and overweight, and the child behind the lady is anorexic and have cancer, and this is why they are trying to." And they even went for that. Shiri posted some videos yesterday and saying these videos are all lies that they come from Sudan. What on earth are these guys talking about? Like honestly. Yeah. So later Saturday, Israel troops boarded a boat carrying pro-Palestinian activists from the Freedom Flotilla coalition as it attempted to approach Gaza from the sea in defiance of an Israeli naval blockade. The humanitarian airdrop operation will be conducted in coordination with international aid organizations and the Israeli army led by Kogat and the IAF. The Israeli statement said, referring to the Civilian Affairs Unit of Palestinian Territories and Air Force. Well, well, well. Thank you so much, guys. So airdrops on alive people, than they help. Yeah, if it is not done properly, it could be a situation. Except if there is a pinpoint, if it is designed to like be dropped in different corridors. Who's screaming for a second? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm trying to speak. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys back in a second. I need to do some monologue. Okay, so if you jump in and make no point at all, it's not helping me. This is not a waffling section now. So the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer backed the idea, vowing to work with Jordan to restart airdrops. The Israeli official had told the AFP on Friday that airdrops in Gaza will resume soon. And so the UK and other countries are also trying to back Jordan to do the airdrop. So this is not Israel doing it. Israel is just trying to give permission for the air for the. Thank you so much. What Israel is trying to do is to give permission, basically, for the airdrops to resume. And even though you say that that could also harm a lot of people, I think it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing if they are just going to sit down there and starve to death. We have seen reports of people being unalive from pure starvation, just unalived. The humanitarian situation in Gaza have reached a critical and unprecedented level. Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan said on a post on X. By the way, are the Saudis really interested in doing these airdrops as well? I think it's just the Jordanians that are making efforts in this regard. The Saudis are too busy normalizing with Israel, so are the Emiratis. Um, yeah, this is insane, guys. It's insane. Have you guys heard any other thing from in regards to the Freedom Flotilla? Have you guys heard any other thing in regards to the Freedom Flotilla? Um, so if you do, if you have heard any other thing, you can let me know, guys. Let's keep sharing. And by the way, Trump is in Scotland playing golf. Trump is in Scotland playing golf, and the arms shipment to Israel continue, guys. The arms shipment that they are loading up to Israel is continuing. No, it's not going to stop. That's what they mean. I don't know what's happening. Ghislaine Maxwell question over Epstein case. Ah, airdrops can replace the opening of the border crossing. Um, Lily, when you what? Okay, okay, no problem. Um, Lily, the border crossing is necessary, but the airdrops makes things easier and faster. The road is inaccessible. Everything has been damaged and destroyed. It's dangerous to travel on those roads. A lot of bottlenecks. Everything is just a wreck right now. So if there are designated areas where people are living, it's easier to do those airdrops because in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the supplies can reach the destination. So instead of having these 300 trucks lined up on the road for 4, 5 days, 6 weeks, 1 week, sometimes it takes them 1 week to deliver the aid on ground. And you know how these things work, right? But if you're doing airlift and you're doing air supplies, it's 10, 15 minutes. Gaza is very small. Within 5, 10, 15 minutes from Jordan, or from anywhere that the aids are, you can easily drop the aid in strategic position so that you can decongest the centralization of aid distribution. That is the difference. It is just It's it's a strategy of more or less decongesting. The reason why these guys are unaliving and shooting at them point blank is for one reason, which is that people come and crowd and congest the area, and if they do that, in the course of running, because most of these American guys that they brought, they are inexperienced. So anytime they see the Gazans coming, they get scared and they start shooting. They start shooting because they told them that if you don't shoot, they are going to bring kids and strap them up with boom boom and come and and these kids are just running to try to get food, right? And they just shoot them point blank. So it's not Lina, thank you. Lily, I see you. Thank you. Huh? What's going on, Sergeant? Yeah, what's up? What's going on? I'm good. Yeah, I mean, you said that the Iranians are scared of fighting. I mean, they fought with you and Iran. You know what Iran did to you. I don't think it's. I think it's slow for you to think that. Yeah, I think it's interesting that you care about the Arabs now. I thought you'd never liked them. I think it's interesting. Uh, posted about what? So no, it's not funny. It's not funny that I mean Iran is not shooting those rockets to unalive. You see Arab families, so you can create this schism and division. You are the one that refused to. No, you're the one that. Well, you're the one that refused to put any kind of air defense system in their area because you don't care. Yeah. If it's not about the Palestinian people, what is it about? Mm. Yeah. Hmm. They tell you everything. They tell you what you have done. They tell you the wars you've launched other people, the fact that you fly airplanes and bomb other people recklessly. They tell you exactly what the Israeli Jews. They tell you exactly what the Israeli Jews are doing. What do you mean they are not telling you what? Return. I didn't see Syria bombing you. You've been bombing Syria since 2014. Yeah, but Druze, are they citizens of Israel? I'm telling you that the Druze are the citizens of Israel. Oh, G-side. So just like you're doing G-side in Gaza, does Egypt have the right to bomb the shit out of all the children in Tel Aviv? Exactly. So hang on. Excuse me. No, it's not about pivoting. This is not about pivoting. I can say whatever I want. Now we have. This is the problem. You're not going to talk over me. If you talk over me, I can. What happened to the Druze? No, I can talk about whatever I want. No, hold on. All right, white kid, hold on. You don't talk over me. Did you hear him? He said there's a G side going on against the Druze. But when I held him to account about Gaza, the kid could not respond. The man child could not respond about the situation in Gaza. So basically, you're telling me that if the Nigerian government is persecuting any tribe in Nigeria, the Israelis can go and bomb the Nigerian government. You're telling me that if they are persecuting anybody around the world, you can go to anywhere you want to and bomb them. It's not about that. And these white evangelicals from America will not understand because they are clueless. I don't know how anybody is making a logical case that you can bomb another country because you don't like what the government is doing. Excuse me, you are making a claim that Israel have a right to seize authority and go and bomb that country because it disagree with what that government is doing to its subjects. I don't. Oh well. This is what I think. Maybe the Germans. Maybe we can follow your logic. Let's follow your logic. No, that the Druze are not your people. You are a Jew. No, you are not even a Jew. You are no, no. You keep talking. Yeah. So tell me, I'm asking you, white kid. I'm asking you. I'm asking this white kid. Hold on. Okay, which of the governorate in Syria are the Druze? Which of the governorate in Syria do you have the Druze? White kid. You don't know. They live where? Where in Syria? Where? Which part of Syria? What's the name of the governorate? Which part of the country do the Druze? Exactly. So you have no idea. You're just because you are white, you think you know. Which part of Syria do the Druze live? Exactly, because it's a mindset, it's a European mindset. You guys, this is the European mindset. You guys, excuse me. Yeah, I know more about the Druze than you. I know about the Druze more than you, whether in Lebanon with Walid Jumblat. No, it wasn't. It wasn't white kid. Shut up. Shut up, you dumb Jew. Shut up, you dumb Jew. Exactly, but the idiot hillbilly down there have no idea. The idiot hillbilly down there have no idea. Excuse me, you don't have any idea. This is what you're told by CNN. You dumb Jewish fuck. No, you are too slow because you have no idea of the situation. Just because you are screaming and you are old does not mean you know anything. You don't even know where the Druze live. The problem is that you don't even know the origin of the Druze. You don't even have the idea of where the Druze live. You don't know the geographical configuration of the area. And I'm talking to you because you are a hillbilly from the US. You think you have an idea. Just because you are a hillbilly from the United States and immigrant Europeans that live in the US, you think you have an idea. Of course, it's not a conversation. You are dumb. You are not on my level. You are not on my level. I can't have a conversation with you. I can't have a conversation with you because exactly. They are not being genocide. They are not being genocide. You killed 70,000 people in Gaza. You killed 70,000 people in Gaza, and you're not even from Israel. You are a hillbilly from the United States. Say they're all dying. Who's the people that are all dying in Syria? So just because Israel defined that as a genocide, you can go and bomb it. If Egypt Hamas Shara, what is this guy gets galloping? Why do I have to answer you? You are an ignoramus. I don't have to talk to you, bro. I know about the shadow of Hamas, which has been revised. You have no idea. Exactly the same thing. The same thing that the Likud charter of 75 said. You dumb fuck. You I mean, I pray for you to say that even more. I want all the Jews in Israel pushed out into the sea. You dumb stupid. I don't work for you. You're stupid. You're not on my level. You are not on my level. Yeah, exactly the same thing the Likud charter says that say the Likud charter clearly say from the river to the sea that Israel is all you see. Oh, when you want to exist only you only when you're saying that the Likud charter. Hey, just stop talking for a second. If you stop talking, yeah, I will say it again. I will say it again if you shut up your white, short, fat mouth. I will say it again. You deserve to be unalive. Yes. People like you don't deserve to live on the face of the earth. Yeah, when you're this is the attitude of these people. No, they don't. They don't care about the Druze. I'll tell you right now, I can pull it up. It's called the nation state law. The nation state law, check up the nation state law of 2018. The nation state law, I will pull it up. You know what the nation state law of 2018 says? Exactly. The nation state law only recognizes Jewish sovereignty and right of self-determination in the land. Jewish state defines Israel as a Jewish state. Just because you are a fat hillbilly does not mean you have a stake in this conflict. You understand? No, excuse me. He is an evangelical hillbilly. I'm telling you right now, look at the nation state law of 2018. Only the Jews. Does it say that about the Arab? Does it? I can't let you finish. Who the fuck are you, bro? You're just a white colonizer. No. No, I'm not asking you a question. You are too dumb to have this conversation. Yes, they don't. They don't. Right of self-determination in his only apply. Right of self-determination only apply to the Jew. The right of self-determination the right of self-determination only apply to the Jew. The right of self-determination only apply to the Jew. Just because you call me dumb does not mean you're smart. You're just a hillbilly. Nobody know you. You are an idiot, you're fat, and you know nothing about the territory. No, they don't. They don't have equal right. They don't have the same right. So what? And they are underrepresented. And they are underrepresented. Only the white Ashkenaz are the ones that run the system. The white Ashkenaz like yourself, I told you already. I told you already. Right of self-determination. Right of self-determination only apply to the Jew. It describes it as a Jewish state, that a land that belongs to the Jew, only the Jew. Is excluding other ethnicities and other groups in Israel. That is what it's about. The nation state exclusion. It is a law that excludes every other. No, you can't respond to shit. You don't know nothing. Exactly, because you don't know shit. Why the hell are we entertaining you here? Because you're a dumb fuck. Absolutely, they're losing their homes every day with or without the nation state law. They are losing their home every fucking day with or without the nation state law. Every single day. Every single day in the West Bank, in Kedar, in Efrat, in Malaya Domain, in Ariel, in Ariel, in Kedar, in Efrat, in Malaya Domain. Yeah. Yeah, the West Bank is divided into area A, B, and C. No, it's not in Israel. It's not. Excuse me. Okay. You ask me whether they are losing. Just because you are cursing does not mean you are so fucking slow. You are so fucking slow. Nobody understand what you're saying. Yeah. The West Bank is in Palestine. Oh, hold on. You're saying the West Bank is in Palestine. You are saying that the West Bank is in Palestine. Hold on, white colonizer. Hold on, white man. Hold on, whitey. Hold on. You're saying that the West Bank is in Palestine. It shows me clearly that you have no idea. No, the West Bank is divided into three areas. The West Bank is divided into three areas. Of course, some part of the West Bank is Israel. Some part of the West Bank is under Israeli law, and some of them is under military decree. Yeah. Guys, these are the kind of people we are dealing with. These are the kind of people we are dealing with. I told him that the Palestinians are losing their home in the West Bank. And he's saying that the West Bank, of course, the West Bank, some areas in the West Bank is controlled by Israel and under Israeli law. Did he say that the West Bank is all Palestine? Oh my God. This guy. No, it's not the same, it's not different. You don't, clearly you have no idea of the configuration of the land. Uh-uh. No, they are not under Palestinian regulation. Even those that are living illegally in places like Hebron are under Israeli law. I'm telling you right now, you have no idea of the configuration of the land. Just because you are yelling does not mean you know anything. Just because you're yelling on the top of your voice does not mean you know shit. No, but you just said that the West Bank, but you just said that the West Bank is not under Israeli control. That the hold on. You just said that the West Bank. Did you just say? I want to say this again so that it'll be on record. Did you just say on record that the West Bank is not under Israeli control? The West Bank. Did you just say that the West Bank is a different country? Did you just say on record that the West Bank is a different country? Did you just say that? Man, these white evangelicals from the US are getting slower and slower every day. They are getting fatter and slower and stupid. Yeah. Yes. Excuse me, David. Area A, the West Bank is divided into three areas, A, B, and C. And even the areas that are under Palestinian control, you have illegal settlements there like the one in Hebron. No, I am capable of having a conversation. I don't know how to debate because I can't talk to people like you. You bring down the level of the conversation. You bring down the level of the conversation. Yeah. People like you need to be shot in the back of the head. You have no idea of what you're talking about. No, I can't listen to somebody like you because you are overweight. You are intellectually overweight. I can't have any conversation with you. Intellectually, you are too fat to have any conversation. Exactly. The guy just told me that the West Bank is a different country. By the way, did you hear what the other American hillbilly said? Do you agree with him that the West Bank is a different country? Hold on. I said, is it so? Basically, there's no part of the West Bank that's under direct Israeli rule, and under I'm talking about Israeli laws applying to some sections of the West Bank. You disagree with that? This is you. I think you're falling into the same trap. The West Bank is not a complete monolith. The West Bank is divided according to, if you follow Oslo, three sections, right? Those sections, there are some sections under Israeli control that Israeli law apply in those areas, and those under the Palestinian control, which you call the PA, have PA law. But even at that, there are Israeli illegal settlements in the areas controlled by the Palestinian Authority, where you have military. Exactly. So the complexity of the West Bank, you don't know, and the hillbilly that dropped have no idea. And we're having this conversation with you guys every day. It's crazy. What part of the West Bank? What part of the West Bank? Excuse me. What part of the West Bank? What parts? I want to know what part of the West Bank. You have to state it out. Which is under the control of the PA, right? Or is it the one under the Israeli control? They don't have. I never said they have full control. In what sense? It depends. There's the differences in this: the sovereignty de jure and the sovereignty de facto. Right? The de facto authority in the areas controlled by the Palestinian Authority is the PA. Right? Even at that, Israel can superimpose its authority in those areas, and this is why it's sovereignty de facto and not sovereignty de jure. And in the areas controlled by Israel, Israeli law apply in those areas, and in their different. Yeah. And if then, yeah, so what is the argument about the West Bank claiming it's a different country? And you have this fat hillbilly making that argument. It's not about Islamic rule. It's not about Islamic, it's not about being under Islamic rule. It's the mentality of the Jew. It is about the mentality of the Jew. The reason why people can't deal with you is the mentality of the Jew. And you're carrying this European mentality. Look at what the Europeans are barbaric people. Look at what they have done to each other. Yeah. Trust me, I'm not afraid of talking about that topic, and I can call it out every day, every night. But the problem is that you are the Jew, you shouldn't be the one saying it because the Jew unalive both the Muslims and the Christians. And I don't want to hear anything from you. Oh, you just shut up a church and unalive people just last week. You dumb fuck. You just shut up a church. Exactly. Deflection. Again, he asked me a question. I asked him the typical Jewish mindset. He deflects. This is the mentality of the Jew. He just asked me a question. I say it again. He deflects immediately to Boko Haram. This is the mindset of the Jew. I just told you that he just shut up a church last week. That the U.S. president have to get involved, right? No. The U.S. president have to get involved because he shut up a church last week in Gaza. A church. You shot it last week and unalived over 6 people and injured a lot of them. Everywhere in Israel, they're spitting at them. In Jerusalem, in Syria, in Lebanon, you are unaliving Christians. And this is the mentality of the Jew. This is the mentality of the Jew. How many Christians have you unalived in Lebanon? No, it's not about, forget about the Islamists. I don't like the radicals. I don't care about the Islamists. They are unaliving my people. I don't give a shit about the Islamists. I'm spitting facts. Uh-uh. No. How many Christians? How many Christians have you unalived in Gaza? How many Christians have you unalived in the West Bank? How many Christians have you unalived in Lebanon? How many Christians have you unalived in Syria? No, no, Lebanon, Syria, Lebanon. Of course, in Lebanon, should I pull it up? You attacked the church last. You attacked a church last year in Lebanon. Should I pull it up? Do you want me to pull it up? Okay. Yeah. And again, it's going to deflect the typical Jewish mindset. They never, there's a Russian adage that says the Jew will tell you what they did to him. All right. No, no, I'm not doing this. Is not about comparative analysis, it's about the mentality of the Jew. It's not about comparative analysis. I'm not a Muslim. I don't care. You can debate with the Muslims all you want. I'm telling you they were. I don't give a shit because but the Jew is unaliving and creating problems around the world and doing fake banking practice. Look at what you have done in the world. Fake banking practices. Why did you get in trouble in Europe? The Bolshevik Revolution. Every time you get in trouble because you're creating problems, nobody like you. Did you shoot? Did you shoot up? You said they are not spitting at Christians in Jerusalem. You're not persecuting Christians and spitting at them. Should I pull up the video right now, Ariel? If I pull it up, can I block you immediately? No, I never did. I told you. I say it again. You're persecuting Christians. Yes, I just said you. Do you unalive Christians in the West Bank or not? No, I know. I said Christians have been targeted by the Yahud in Lebanon, in Syria, in Israel proper, including Jerusalem, and in the West Bank, and in Syria, and across the world. No, I'm okay. You okay? I'll show you now. If I show you, are you going to be a muppet and a dumb forever? Um, yeah, because you're clearly not smart enough to be on my level. All right. Man. So, all right. Let's hold on. I'm going to show you this right now. This is from Reuters, the Zionist organization, which is Reuters. It said Lebanon alternatively. So I'm going to show you. If I show you, are you going to be accept to be a dumb forever? You're going to be a dumb. All right. So basically, let's look at this. Israel on alive at least 21 strike in Christian town in North Lebanon. Let's look at this. Um, and this is from, let's look at the date, October 14th. This is according to Reuters. Um, in the Bekaa Valley, let's go on. Families in town, Joseph Trad told Reuters in addition to the deaths, 8 people were injured, the Lebanese Health Ministry said. Now let's go down again and see. Um, no, I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you. And by the way, this is one. I'll also show you the attack on the church if you want in Lebanon as well. No, no, I said Christian. The attack was on Christians. The attack was on Christian. Don't you see? It was on Christian. In that, I'm showing you now. I'm showing you. I'm showing you now. Go hold on. Strike in health said, well, so let's look at the town. Christian majority town of I2. Check up I2. It's called I2. You can check up this town and what you did and how many Christians you're alive there. That's number one. If you want, I can show you many more. This is number one. Oh, now you don't like Reuters? No, they are not accusing Israel. Israel did it. There you go. You see, guys, I warned you about the Jew. Guys, I warned you. If you show them, they deflect. These guys, I don't know where they believe their own truth, right? No, this is the problem because the same. No, it's not the town is called I2. The Christians live in that town, and you went there and slaughtered them. That's what you did. And again, I'll show you the attack on the. Okay. Yes. So, I mean, if you bomb from the sky and you unalive people, I just told you. I just told you. No, no, no. Yes. They flew into the town and no, 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 no. I never said boots on the ground. I never said that. I said you went into the town. Of course, when you use the aircraft to bomb people from the sky, how do you do that? To the town. That's what I said. Should I say it again? By aircraft. No, by aircraft. Aircraft. No, of course. Oh, so again, anytime you show them something that deflect immediately. You see, this is the I told you guys the Jewish mindset. Now the Reuters is wrong. This is now you see, Ariel, 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 Ariel. Ariel. Last week, if if the U.S. president did not intervene, last week if the U.S. president, hold on, last week if the U.S. president, hold on, guys, hold on, hold on, guys, hold on, guys. Last week, if the U.S. president did not intervene, Israel will say they didn't do it. Every time they go there on a live Christians in Gaza, they say they don't know, or they say that the church is being used by Hamas. This is what they've been saying. You went into that church and slaughtered Christians last week. You, the Jew, you are not. The problem is that the Jew did it. It's the Jew. It is the Jew. It is the Jew that killed Christians. No, it's the Jew that is unaliving Christians and beheading them. That's what I said. Yes. Don't. No, that's none of your business. I'm talking about the Jew. Yeah, but that's 2005. You dumb slow. So, I mean, if you ask me, hold on a second. Hold on. No, you don't. Who on a live? Who on a live Rafi Kariri? Ariel, Ariel. Who on a live Rafi Kariri? Ariel. Who on a live Rafi Kariri? Who on a live Rafi Kariri? TNT. No, but how do you? Which report? Which report? Do you have boots on? Who? Which report told you that? Which report told you that? Which of the reports? No, no, hold on. Let's one after the other because Rafi Kariri. Hold on. Oh man, which report? Which report told you that Rafi Kariri was unalived by Muslims? Who unalived Rafi Kariri? Who? Yeah, which reports? What are you relying on? No, I can't look. Hey, Ariel. I read the UN report extensively. Excuse me, I read the UN report extensively that was carried out by investigation that was carried out by a guy called Najib Nikaldas. Nikaldas is an Australian deputy commissioner of police in the Sydney, they call it New South Wales Metropolitan Police. You can check out the report. It was inconclusive. Israel, exactly, is the UN, is the one that led the investigation, and they used documents and information from Lebanon. It was inconclusive. And you are an Israeli Jew, yeah, an Israeli Jew like you is saying that, well, the Muslims did it. Well, Hezbollah is saying that you did it because you wanted to divide the country again. And no, it's not. No, he said Muslims. Christian. They go and bomb the whole village. It's both stupid and dumb. What is it? You see, this is very good at galloping.